Well, good morning. I guess I'm the fourth person to talk to the congregation towards the giving. And a little bit about Kim and I. Kim and I have been coming to Chambers Hill for, good grief, probably 3 decades or so. When we first started coming to Chambers Hill, of course we were 30-some years younger. So that puts us in our 20s. I come from a family that tithed throughout my childhood growing up, so didn't really understand that fully, what the repercussions were, but I just knew that we were a tithing family when I was growing up. So when I got through my 20s, as most do, we kind of veered away from the church, got married, and then thought we need that in our life. So we came back looking for a church, and we just ended up here at Chambers Hill. At first, we didn't tithe. We didn't give fully, and at that time, of course, Kim and I were double income, no kids, and we decided that we were going to try to tithe. I forget if there was a capital campaign at that time or what to enlighten us to that, and so that we would start that again. And basically, when that occurred, prior to that, even though we had a double income, our finances weren't in the best shape. We spent money freely. We did what we wanted. We traveled for 10 years prior to having our first child, Katie. So we did what we wanted and always had the means to do so, but we'd never had a lot sitting in the bank account afterwards. Once we started tithing, it was an amazing thing that our bank account started to grow. We were able to have extra means. Doesn't make sense, you're giving away 10% of your income, yet there was more and more money that was available for that rainy day occurrence if needed. And we have continued that. It was tough at times, of course, with 3 children, having that extra expenses. In 2006, I went into business for myself, so that income was always subjugate to not being a normal steady paycheck like most people have. However, we put our faith in God, and there was always more money than what we needed to cover our cost. And I think that is because we trusted in our faith and in God to provide for us, and it's always been there. I mean, I can't explain it otherwise. It's just an amazing thing, and I know I've talked to other individuals that are tithers as well, and it just always seems that the money is available. We didn't do it at first, as I said. We spent our money. We maybe gave $5, $10 to the church whenever we were attending church. We weren't regular attenders at the time. And once we became steadfast in our giving is when we were able to see our finances improve. And I'm not saying do it so that your finances improve. You do it because you have the faith and the trust in God, and that's what He wants us to do, and we are rewarded for that. I try to give a tithe of my time, not just of my financial wherewithal. I looked at it, hey, I can work 40 hours a week. I can give 10% of that. I can give 4 hours somewhere towards the glory of God. Don't always do as well with that, with children and the time constraints, but I try to do that, and it seems to work out as well. It's just something for you to think about. Don't know if it'll work for you or not, but that's pretty much our story.